Warning: spoilers. Hello everyone, I'm Arrowhead, and to celebrate FGO's 3rd anniversary, I'm bringing you 50 fun facts and triviae, tracks about the game. Number 1. Mordred, ever the Rebel, is the only member of the Knights of the Round Table that never, throughout any of her various versions or sprites, has any kind of cape. Number 2. The only main character from Fate Stay Night that has yet to receive an illustration in-game by Takashi Takeuchi, one of the co-founders of Type Moon and illustrator for several of their works, including Stay Night, is Rin. Number 3. Anyone who played a Knight class character in Fate Stay Night has returned to this game to play that same character, at least one other version of that same character, and only one character that isn't some variation of the original one they voiced. Number 4. At the time of this video, Takeuchi has done the most illustrations for servants and CEs at 38, while Wada Arko and Akita Inu are tied for second at 36. Number 5. Prior to her animation update, series creator Kinoko Nasu remarked that Artoria's sprite was reminiscent of a penguin due to its size and shape, inspiring several artists to draw her in that fashion. Number 6. The only times in the entire game that Takeuchi has drawn a character facing straight forward are Waver's 3rd Ascension art and Medusa's final Ascension art. Number 7. The only character from Fate Strange Fate that will appear prior to the end of the series is Enkidu, as Narita, the author, has claimed that he didn't want any of the other characters to be in it so their identities wouldn't be spoiled. Number 8. Shiro is the only main character of Fate Stay Night not to have received the playable pseudo-servant version at the time of this video. Number 9. Although Mashi was originally said to be the only one with a front view on her noble phantasm, there have been several servants who have received one since then, such as Achilles and Castor Nero. Number 10. Despite acknowledgement by the developers that the skills Instinct and True Name Discernment are incredibly weak, neither of them have actually gotten fixed, and both have become a meme in the community. Number 11. Takahiro Sakurai plays the male versions of both Merlin and Arthur, while Ayako Kawasumi plays the female versions. Number 12. Including a character that has yet to be released, Chiba Saito is the only actress to have played at least one character in each of the 7 standard servant classes. Number 13. In Castor Gilgamesh's extra attack, he exclaims, an obvious reference to Kirei Kotamine's famous line, from Fate Stay Night. 14. From their Datamine card sets, Gatia and Earth Irie seem to be the only characters in the game, playable or unplayable, that are incapable of forming a card chain of one type on their own. Number 15. In the Christmas event for 2017, a craft essence meant to feature Ishtar mistakenly gave her the blue eyes of Rin, rather than Ishtar's red. This was then rectified in a few hours and the right one was put up instead. Number 16. Steno, Leonidas, and Jekyll are the only servants in the game that have a Buster Noble Phantasm that deals no damage. Unless you also count Arjuna. Number 17. There are no sabers below the 3-star range, and that is believed to be due to the lore that a saber has to have high stats in order to be one. Number 18. Jeanne Alter was originally datamined to be a 4-star ruler, but instead she was released as a 5-star Avenger. Number 19. Summer event servants have historically had several references to other series in their animations, including JoJo's, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball, Gundam, Gunbuster, and several more. Number 20. Kinoko Nasu's favorite servants are believed to be Martha, Tamamo Cat, Karna, King Hassan, Mabe, and of course, Medusa. Number 21. Saber Diarmid was datamined way back when the game started along with several other servants and even shown in the America commercial, but it was actually just a mistake made by the animators and nothing's been seen of him since. Number 22. Speaking of that datamine, there are still 16 servants from that list that have yet to be seen in the game. Number 23. Ilya, Toko, and Asuka can be seen in the commercial for the Kara no Kyokai event. However, none of them actually appeared during it. Number 24. In the commercial for Camelot, Bedivere activates Ergotlum, but it is shown to be green rather than the golden color it takes in-game. Number 25. Emiya is the only servant in the game to have lip flaps when performing his Noble Phantasm. Number 26. For the 12 million downloads campaign, the identity of the Banner Servant was hidden until the release with a digitally mangled photo. This prompted much discussion as to who it could have been, only for it to wind up being Kiara, who was released the year prior. Number 27. Although Artoria's name has been officially translated as Altria in the English version of FGO, it was discussed in the Shinjuku chapter that her name is derived from the Roman general Artorius, proving once and for all that Artoria is what they were going for all along. Number 28. Furthermore, in the Valentine's Craft Essence for Maid Altar, Artoria is written in the box, showing that even some of the official artists prefer it to Altria. Number 29. Mashu was originally voiced by Risa Tanada, the same actress who played Marie, Matahari, and Kiyohime. However, after she fell ill and was forced to stop voice acting for a period of several months, it was decided that Rie Takahashi would take her place. Takahashi has been Mashu for the entirety of the North American server, but only became Mashu in the Japanese server after October 1st, 2016. Number 30. The artist of the Artoria Lancers made sure to discuss the design process for new servants in the material books so people would know that certain aspects of her design weren't because of his own taste. Number 31. At max level with max foes, Jean has the highest HP out of every servant in the game, while Jean Alter conversely has the highest attack. Number 32. According to Kinoko Nasu, Joji Nakata recorded his lines for King Hassan 2 years prior to his appearance in the game. Number 33. The trailer for Shimosa, Part 3 of Epic of Remnant, was taken down on the Type Moon YouTube channel due to a copyright strike, brought on by its similarities with Makai Tensho, both in plot and the characters utilized in the story. Coincidentally, Makai Tensho was also one of the inspirations Kinoko Nasu had when creating Fate Stay Night, and even made a rule about being unable to summon Eastern spirits in an attempt not to copy it. Number 34. The reason fan-favorite servants, such as Artoria and Emiya, do not appear in the story for any chapters is because Kinoko Nasu felt that they already had a full character arc in their respective stories, and that it would be better to focus on developing newer characters. Number 35. A common running joke throughout the franchise is that a true saber must fire a beam, in reference to how several of the most well-known sabers in the series have at least one sort of laser that is usually fired from their own sword. Okita Soji is usually the butt of this joke, given that her Noble Phantasm is a technique rather than a beam. When the Alta version of her finally came out, her Noble Phantasm was a beam, though she was no longer a saber. Number 36. The developers have said that they made Skahak and Ishtar the welfares of summer 2016 and 2017 respectively because they knew that they were very popular characters and that they wanted players to be able to obtain them. Number 37. Ayako Kawasumi has played the most servants in the game at 12. Maya Sakamoto is in second at 9. Number 38. Merlin's Noble Phantasm, when used in the Babylonia chapter prior to his release, had a flat heel attached amongst the numerous other buffs it possessed. It was removed upon his release, but even without it, he's still considered the single best unit in the entire game. Number 39. Despite the running joke in the franchise of Cuckoo Lane dying horribly, his in-game version has become famous for his skill set, which allows him to survive through pretty much anything. Number 40. Although previously unnamed, it was revealed upon the release of Part 2 of Fate Grand Order that the name for Part 1 was Observer on the Timeless Temple. Personally, I prefer to call it the Solomon Saga, but that works too. Number 41. Delightworks, the company behind the game aspect of FGO, has claimed that the reason there are no male summer servants is because most of them are already shirtless, so there's no need. I mean, I understand that. There's, not really much need for a summer version of a character that's already basically in a swimsuit, right? Number 42. Nearly every character in the game has a trait of being weak to Gilgamesh's Enema Elish. Out of over 200 playable characters, only 14 do not have the trait. Number 43. Despite the fact that Bedivere very much resembles Artoria, he does not possess the Saberface trait. Number 44. The AI of certain enemies, being Lancelot, Gilderay, MHX, and MHZ, are programmed to prioritize attacking enemies with the Saberface trait. Number 45. The French grammar of Jean Alter's Noble Phantasm is wrong. It should be Le Grandement du Haine, rather than Le Grandement du Haine. Number 46. Ankromanu, the 0-star Avenger only obtainable through the Friend Point gacha, has an extremely low rate of acquisition. In fact, studies have shown that it is statistically more likely to roll a 5-star. Number 47. The 3 Tamamos are supposed to be the same height, but when lined up together, it shows something else. Number 48. When fans had no idea how to pronounce Mashu's name upon launch, they simply called her Mashu. However, it was revealed through a craft essence at Valentine's that her name was really Matthew. The exact spelling or pronunciation is further confused by the fact that the English translation has her listed as Mash. To this day, many fans just call her Mashu. Number 49. For a collaboration with a winter resort that featured Ozymandias on the cover, players received 1 blue writer gem to celebrate it. Players expected it to be Saint Quartz, as it is with nearly every other celebration they have, and were quite surprised at this. It has since become a meme among fans. Number 50. Upon Merlin's release in December of 2016, he promptly became trending on Japanese Twitter. Twice. Thank you for watching, everyone. I've been Arrowhead, and I hope you enjoyed it.